Hey YouTube, so I figured this month I would split up my reptile room video and my aquarium room video into two separate videos. So this is the first edition of the 2015 October aquarium room.
Let's do this!
So I guess we'll start here. This is the newest addition to my aquarium room. It's a 55-gallon tank. This tank houses my two young Oscars. Judging by their size, I'd say they're somewhere around 4 months old. Still quite small. I know the recommendation for one adult Oscar by itself is 55 gallons. So I'm obviously going to have to upgrade eventually. This is Moby, as in Moby Dick, the white whale. And the black one back there is Wild Thing. Super awesome fish. I already got them jumping for little pieces of krill. They definitely are the puppy dogs of the aquarium world. I also have a little common pleco under here. I just call him Plecosaurus, Plecostomosaurus. He's got himself stuck to the underside of this little filter here. These guys are very cool. Definitely make more mess than they clean up. So just keep that in mind if you're going to get one. I just think they're really cool. I wanted a catfish for this tank. That's what I decided to get. So in this tank I got 3 filters. That larger intake right there is to a top fin 75 power filter. It's a 75-gallon filter. Smaller intake over here is to the Aqua Clear 50. Another 50-gallon filter. This filter over here that had the pleco holding onto it is the Fluval U2 underwater filter. That's I believe a 40-gallon filter. So between all 3 of these filters on this tank, I'm moving 625 gallons of water an hour. Plenty of filtration. So I'm feeding them as a staple. They get these top fin small cichlid pellets. I'm giving them this omega-1 freeze-dried krill. These are quite large, so you got to break them up into little pieces. For now, when they get bigger, they'll be able to eat the whole thing. I'm giving them omega-1 freeze-dried bloodworms. They also get the Spirulina brand frozen bloodworms. And the Spirulina frozen brine shrimp. The pleco usually mops up whatever the big guys miss, but I also throw in some of these omega-1 super color tablets. They're like vacation tablets. Normally throw them in there to feed a whole bunch of fish, but probably can't read that on camera, but there's a lot of good ingredients in there. There's whole salmon, halibut, seafood mix, krill, rockfish, shrimp, fresh kelp, tons of good stuff in there. I also use this, this is the top fin air pump. I think it's the Air 8000. It's pretty quiet. I mean, it's probably the loudest appliance for any of my aquariums in this room, but it's still relatively quiet. And this thing can pump. Like this thing, this is on low right now. Those two bubblers are on low. I'll turn it all the way down. Like it's still pretty good. So this is a good buy. So this tank here is a new little 5-gallon I got. I took my beta out of the 15-gallon community tank that he was in because I got some new additions that I didn't think he'd get along very well with, so I moved him out of here and got him his own place. This filter that I have in here is just a 10-gallon Tetra Whisper. It's just got one insert with just foam and carbon. Works fine for this little 5-gallon. So powering the bubbler is this Great Choice air pump. It's supposed to be for up to 20 gallons, but it doesn't really pump very well. Put it in this little 5-gallon and it's not really giving me the effect that I wanted. I don't know, it could be the air stone, it could be the bubbler. Not sure. Not super happy with it though. This is Sushi. Got some great colors on them. It's black, almost a white and red. Very cool. I haven't seen too many with these color patterns. Very cool looking fish. I really don't agree when you see people having betas in a little tiny cup, pretty much, like the little tiny fish bowls. I really don't agree with that. When I first took him out of the community tank, I put him in this little cube, and if I left him in there any longer, he wouldn't have made it. He just kind of sat on the bottom, didn't even really swim around, wouldn't eat. But it's doing a lot better since I put him in this one. Seems happy with it. I like the way it looks. So this tank's changed quite a bit since my last video. This is a 15-gallon tank. Finished off the school of lamp eye tetras, or some people call them red eye tetras. I got 5 of them in there now. They're doing good. I got this one here's a fire red dwarf gourami going into the cave. The one back there behind that bush is a powder blue dwarf gourami. And this one here's just the regular dwarf gourami. It's got a cool tiger zebra like stripes on them. Very cool looking fish. Tank is thriving. Very healthy ecosystem. Also got my, hard to see under there, my mama snail, mystery snail. I believe that species is Pomacia bridgesii. Quick update on the snail breeding. They are getting quite large. They're around a month old, maybe a little less than a month old. Most of them I have, the ones that didn't pass on, I gave most of them away or sold them. Kept a select few of them. Some of them with a lot of stripes, some of them with almost no stripes. Probably still give a couple away. And then when they get a little bit bigger, I'll divide them up between the tanks. They're very healthy. So in this tank I have a AquaClear 30 on the 15-gallon tank. I love those AquaClear filters. They're absolutely silent. Keep the water sparkling. Got a new glass lid for this tank. This is the Aquarium Versa top. It's all glass. It's got the little plastic in the back that you can cut out for your filters and airline tubing and everything. Love that. Looks way better. And this light that I have on here, I'm not super impressed with it. It's as you can see, like, it's not all that bright. It's the top fin 20-inch LED. And for what I paid for it, I paid almost 40 bucks. I think I paid over 40 bucks for it. I was expecting a little bit more. But it's all LEDs across the top. There's only one mode, it's just daylight, there's no night light on it. But other than that, I'm extremely happy with this tank. Fish are happy. I have a African dwarf frog in there somewhere too. He's hiding. He loves all these rocks. Got lots of little crevices to hide in. Only ever catch a glimpse of him when he shoots up to the surface for air. So I wasn't gonna show you guys this tank because it's not ready yet. It's standard 10 gallon. It's still in the process of cycling. I'm gonna breed guppies, feeder guppies for the Oscars. Both of these rocks that are in here I took out of the 55 gallon, as well as around 40% of the water I took out of the 55 gallon as well. Should be cycled fairly quickly. That's just the filter in there is just a 10 gallon. That's actually a turtle filter, but it's the exact same thing as like a Tetra Whisper, one of those. Like it's the exact same filter cartridge and everything. I got it set up so that when the mothers give birth and the fry fall to the bottom, there's lots of places in there for the little fry to hide so they don't get eaten. This kind of clovery looking stuff in this grass material, I actually got that at the dollar store. I think it was about $2 a sheet, 1 foot by 1 foot sheet. They sell them at pet stores for about a 2-inch by 2-inch sheet for like $3.99 or something. It's ridiculous. This is the exact same stuff, as well as some little places over there as they get a little bit bigger, and then lots of open space for the bigger ones to swim around. So there you have it. It's the first edition of my October 2015 aquarium room. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.